So native plants and their pollinators also bring community benefits, not just to the indigenous folks of yesteryear and of today, but also to the generations of tomorrow. Because the relationships that are found within the ecological processes of native habitats are processes that have been developed over millions of years to support the cellular maintenance of our own cells. Here's a quick story of a compound found in many roots within our native habitats. And this compound is known as saponin or saponin, tomato, however you want to say it. Saponins, they actually are being used now to help identify cancer cells. But that's not their purpose. Their purpose was never to find cancer. What their purpose is, and here's the beauty behind it, is their purpose was to find abnormal within a normal environment, which is why they are so beneficial to not only that particular detriment to our body being cancer, but also for inflammation, for reduction of pain, for a lot of different health benefits. Now, here's the story behind how saponins actually are able to find these abnormal cells. They're able to stop these abnormal cells from replicating, and then they can go one step further and program our cells into apoptosis. And what that means is cell death, because our cells just don't die. They actually have to be programmed to shut down. Now, here's a crazy relationship that is already in place that is meant to benefit us. Saponins have a high affinity towards cholesterol-binding proteins. Oh, okay, what does that mean? Cholesterol-binding proteins actually, on these abnormal cells, being cancer cells, they are highly concentrated on the cell membrane of these cells. So when a saponin goes into our system, it, through natural affinity, it automatically finds these abnormal cells being cancer cells. Because cancer is not a disease, it's not a virus, it's not a bacteria, it's a miscommunication of our own cells, which is why it's so difficult to fix it. And that reality from the plants is they know what normal should be. And that's a crazy concept, because through their processes, they are able to then, through the natural affinity of cholesterol-binding proteins, they find the cell. Then they're able to, within all our cells, we have these microtubules. And these microtubules, in order for mitosis to happen, that's cell replication, in order for that to happen, you have to break the microtubules. Well, the saponins actually stabilize these microtubules. So now you've identified this abnormal cell, you've now stabilized it. Then if it can't be repaired, because our body is full of repair mechanisms, and if it can't be repaired, then this saponin helps your body in shutting down that cell into apoptosis and removing it from your body. The fact that these plants have the ability to do that within our own systems and the systems of all the wildlife gives these very honorable and respectable reasons why we need to protect and preserve them. They are meant to help us. They are our elders. They're here to support us. And that understanding and that value system, unfortunately, has been removed from our communities of today. And that's the reason why when you incorporate a community of native plants and animals, you can help the community understand these uses, understand these values, and even start using them for these values. The elderberry, which is one of our main plants of music and of tradition, the elderberry within the Quiche language actually had 4 different names. There was a name for the tree itself, there was a name for the leaves, there was a name for the fruit, and then there was a name of the tea that was made from it. When a culture gives specific names to something, it draws importance. And those values aren't understood by our generations of today. which is why when we place them back into the environment and then teach folks of their values, because elderberry across the world is utilized for flu virus, for a lot of our different viruses that are affecting us of today. And they have shown to have high capacity in that realm. So by supporting these components that have been on this earth in that place for a purpose is why the cultural value had so much significance in protecting and preserving them. Because without them, you just wouldn't survive. And that reality is something that has been displaced from us today. So by returning it to our landscapes, we're not only getting our economic value from it, we're not only getting ecological value from it, but we're also bringing back this cultural value system to incorporate into today's generation's value system. So the community benefits that can be achieved by enhancing or instituting a native habitat into a location offers a greater quality of life and offers us the ability to have relationships, not only with the land, but with each other.